Tulsi, an herb for all reasons. This is printed in the Journal of Ayurveda and Integrative Medicine, printed in the National Library of Medicine, National Institute of Health. Mental stress. In addition to physical, toxic, and infective stress, modern living is associated with heightened levels of psychological stress caused by the demands and fast pace of modern life. This stress compounds the toxic effects of chemical pollutants and the constant fear of pervasive toxic chemicals that can itself lead to even further stress and anxiety that may be just as toxic as the chemicals causing it. While the reality of daily chemical exposure cannot be denied, regular consumption of Tulsi not only helps protect and detoxify the body's cells and organs, it can also help reduce toxic stress by relaxing and calming the mind and offering many psychological benefits, including antidepressant activity and positive effects on memory and cognitive function. The psychotherapeutic properties of Tulsi have been explored in various animal experiments that reveal that Tulsi has anti-anxiety and antidepressant properties, with effects comparable to diazepam and antidepressant drugs. Animal studies further reveal that Tulsi enhances memory and cognitive function and protects against aging-induced memory deficits. Similarly, in human studies, Tulsi has been observed to reduce stress, anxiety, and depression. With a 6-week randomized, double-blind, placebo-controlled study reporting that Tulsi significantly improves general stress scores, sexual and sleep problems, and symptoms such as forgetfulness and exhaustion. While modern scientific studies suggest that Tulsi is effective in treating a range of stressful conditions within Ayurveda, Tulsi is more commonly recommended as a preventative measure to enhance the ability to adapt to both psychological and physical stress, and therefore prevent the development of stress-related diseases. To this end, many Ayurvedic practitioners recommend the regular consumption of Tulsi tea as an essential lifestyle practice. Liquid yoga. Regular consumption of Tulsi tea may be compared with the regular practice of yoga, which can be considered adaptogenic through actually nurturing and nourishing the body, mind, and spirit, while fostering a sense of relaxation and well-being. In contrast, the regular consumption of caffeinated beverages such as black and green tea and coffee may be compared with more aerobic exercise, which confers health benefits through stimulation and activation. Like yoga, Tulsi has a calming effect that leads to clarity of thought, along with a more relaxed and calm disposition. The cognitive and memory-enhancing properties of Tulsi therefore differ from those of caffeine-containing beverages, such as coffee and tea, which heightens arousal and may cause physical and mental agitation. Furthermore, Tulsi does not produce the same physical dependence as caffeine and can be safely consumed on a regular basis without the fear of withdrawal effects. The drinking of tea and coffee has become an integral part of modern life, and has been ritualized in many cultures to guide social interactions, set social agendas, and invoke spiritual awareness. For example, sophisticated Asian tea ceremonies involve a whole set of rituals, tools, and gestures that serve to transcend normal consciousness. While in the West, ritual of afternoon tea or high tea emphasizes the surroundings, equipment, manners, and social circle. In less formal situations, many people ritualize their morning cup of coffee and use the meetup for coffee to arrange their social agendas, while the tea break is often built into the modern day work routine. Yet, while tea and coffee have infiltrated their way into modern living, they have not yet attained the status that Tulsi has within traditional Indian life. Divine Tulsi. In Hinduism, Tulsi is worshipped as a goddess, and every part of the Tulsi plant is revered and considered sacred, including the leaves, stem, flower, roots, seeds, and oil. Even the surrounding soil, which has recently been found to harbor beneficial endophytic fungi, is considered an aspect of the divine. As such, Hindu households are considered incomplete without a Tulsi plant, typically in an ornate earthen pot situated in a courtyard, where Tulsi serves both practical and ceremonial purposes. For example, Tulsi's distinct clove-like aroma, arising from its high eugenol content, serves to link the householder to the divine while also repelling mosquitoes, flies, and other harmful insects. Tulsi is further integrated into daily life through evening and morning rituals and other spiritual and purification practices that can involve ingesting its leaves or consuming Tulsi tea. In addition to sanctifying the home, Tulsi is used ceremonially in Hinduism and some Greek Orthodox churches to create holy water. Tulsi wood or seeds are used to make Tulsi malas, which are strings of beads used to help the mind focus during meditation, chanting, and devotional practices, and therefore ceremonially connecting mind, body, and spirit. Tulsi has also been used in cities to combat air pollution, and hundreds of thousands of Tulsi plants have been planted around the Taj Mahal in Agra to help protect the iconic marble building from environmental pollution damage. Nature nurture. The cultivation and reverence for the Tulsi plant in the home not only serves specific religious purposes, but also directly connects the devotee with the creative power of nature. Connection with nature is profoundly healing and life-affirming, yet the potential health, emotional, social, and cognitive benefits of connection with nature are only just being realized in the West, where disconnection from nature and nature deficit are common. A review of the scientific literature on the health benefits of connection to nature suggests that access to nature plays a vital role in human health, well-being, and development that has not been fully recognized. And there is now a global movement to reconnect people with nature that has arisen out of concerns over nature deficit, sedentary lifestyles, obesity, mental health issues, excessive use of electronic media, environmental degradation, wildlife conservation, sustainability, and climate change. The placing of a living Tulsi plant at the center of the household therefore has applicability beyond the realms of Hinduism and may play a useful role in addressing modern-day issues through embodying the healing power of the natural world and serving as a constant connection to living nature. Quality assurance and identification. Like any medicinal plant, optimal cultivation, harvesting, preservation, and storage methods are required to preserve Tulsi's medicinal value. For example, it's suggested that Tulsi should be grown employing organic methods in rural areas free from environmental pollution. This is supported by the finding of toxic elements at almost twice the concentration in the leaves grown in polluted compared with unpolluted areas. It is also important to ensure the correct herb is used and that manufacturers adopt stringent quality assurance standards and processes. Concerns about quality control in European Tulsi products have been raised by reports of a high frequency of substitution with surrogate herbs, such as Oconium basilicum. This may be addressed using high-performance liquid chromatography fingerprints and microscopic assays to ensure batch-to-batch quality and the safety and botanical integrity of standardized extracts. Tulsi as a vehicle of consciousness. Perhaps one of the greatest of Tulsi's benefits in the modern world comes from its global distribution based on its cultivation using ethical, fair trade, organic, and ecological farming practices. There is a growing realization that in order to tackle issues of food security, rural poverty, hunger, environmental degradation, and climate change, a shift in agriculture is needed from a green revolution to an ecological intensification revolution. This has been highlighted in a recent United Nations document titled "Wake Up Before It's Too Late," which calls for a global community to endorse and advocate for local solutions to toxicity, food insecurity, and poverty, such as the use of organic and small-scale farming over the use of genetically modified organisms and monocultures. While ecological farming methods are not specific to Tulsi, they have been effectively applied to Tulsi cultivation by Organic India Limited. This company, which was established as a vehicle of consciousness, works with thousands of organic Tulsi farmers in India to produce a business ecology whereby rural Indian farmers gain their dignity and a healthy and sustainable livelihood, while serving to nurture the land they live on and produce a range of teas that enable consumers around the world to access the benefits of Tulsi. Conclusion: modern-day scientific research into Tulsi demonstrates the many psychological and physiological benefits from consuming Tulsi and provides a testament to the wisdom inherent in Hinduism and Ayurveda, which celebrates the Tulsi as a plant that can be worshipped, ingested, made into tea, and used for medicinal and spiritual purposes within daily life. In providing a focus for ethical, sustainable, and ecological farming practices that provides a livelihood for thousands of farmers. The cultivation of Tulsi goes beyond providing benefits for individuals and households and begins to address broader social, economic, and environmental issues. Footnotes: this source of support was the National Institute of Health, National Library of Medicine.